The entire Republican Party, they are out of step with their base, but they think they are in step.
They're inconsistent.
Good grief. They're not the brain trust. So, what do you expect? This is just, it's goofy. And I don't know why the reason they keep bringing up abortion is because the whole situation with if Obergefell were ever to be, I guess, go the way of Roe v. Wade, and I was explaining how that's absolutely ridiculous to assert something like that, because it is ridiculous. It's all of this is the Respect for Marriage Act is not. It's not anything about respecting for anything. Obergefell already had. You want to talk about the codifying same-sex unions? That was already. States already had to recognize that. It was Obergefell v. Hodges. I mean, that's. And so now anybody who owns a small business related to the wedding industry, you can be sued into oblivion if you, whether you're Baronel Stutzman with the flour company, whether you're Jack Phillips with the bakery. There are so many examples of this. You, by way of doing commerce, you have to forfeit your natural rights. That's ultimately what this is. And so it's going to be this on steroids. And they purposefully omitted any kind of exception for faith-based anything. Now, you realize how this could probably go a number of different ways. Colleges could lose nonprofit statuses. Students could lose eligibility for financial aid. I mean, this goes a long way. This has nothing to do with respect or codifying any kind of equality for anything, because Obergefell already... I mean, what was the point of Obergefell if not that? That's the whole thing. Then nobody was losing any protections. Nobody was losing anything. I mean, it was all, the whole point of this, and the argument that these hens are making here is to try to say that anyone who opposes, and there's gay marriage, and then I think that there's same-sex unions, because people of faith will not be pushed into modifying their beliefs, their faith, and what they read in scripture to accommodate activists. And that's kind of what this is. Nobody objects. Adults can enter into consensual agreements. But what activists are trying to do is force religious institutions to basically rewrite God and rewrite the institution he created to include what they want to include. And if you have an issue with that, you take it up with the Lord. That's it. To me, there's a difference between a same-sex union and a marriage in which two people pledge before God. There's a reason that whole ceremony exists. It's not just so somebody can wear a dress and you can have all your girls up there and all your guys up there. I mean, it is a ceremony in which you pledge before God yourself to that other individual. It is a religious ceremony, and Christians aren't the only ones that have them either. It is an institution that they did not create. It is a ceremony for an institution in which they engage because it's a pledge before God. So you're not going to, I mean, ultimately what they would like is to to force people of faith to rewrite what God created in order to satisfy bending the knee. Obergefell already protected same-sex unions. This is not about protecting same-sex unions. It's about punishing people of faith. Christians, Muslims, Jewish people of faith. Because it's not just Christians that have ceremonies and believe in institutions like this. So that's what this is all about. And for them to sit here and try to equate it to anything else is just lazy and really uninformed.